Hi, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea podcast. I'm your host, Crystal Lee.
This is Rihanna.
Do you have to say this is Rihanna?
I don't know, it just goes with the flow.
It does.
When you listen to the podcast, you be like,
This is Rihanna.
You want me to say something else?
No.
This is Rihanna Hunt, co-host of the High Heels and Tea podcast.
All right, y'all. So we have a real fun topic to go over, and it's called "What is the best revenge?" Okay, not all
Juicy.
relationships end in fairy tale, right? So sometimes people get real ratchet after they break up. They
Let's
be
get
so
ratchet.
mad. They be
Let's
like,
get
"I got to
ratchet."
venge my emotions."
No.
Have you ever got revenge on an ex?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I was scared to ask, but what? What was the revenge?
The revenge. So this particular
What had
situation,
happened?
well, my boyfriend at the time started messing with a girl that I was friends with, or not necessarily friends. She might. I view her as somebody that I would have tried. I was trying to befriend.
Okay.
We had been knowing each other since kids, knowing of each other. I would go and I let her arch my eyebrows. We'd sit down there and talk about my relationship. I'm talking about him to her.
So she knew.
Yeah,
Oh.
all types of stuff. So, come to find out, these two are having sex. They are having situations. So I find this out. So in my brain, I was like extremely hurt because I feel like, in my reality,
That's betrayal.
she didn't really owe me anything because she wasn't really my friend. I would say.
But she shouldn't be sitting there doing
yeah,
your-
exactly. But that's just how people are. People just like that.
People weird.
So I felt really betrayed. So what I did
What had happened was.
is I got real cute. Y'all see me. Y'all see I'm cute. I got real cute. Went up to a place where I know his friends and friends frequent, and went there and got on one of his friends. So got his friends to the point where I was at the friend's house. The friend gave me a key to his house. I made myself. I would go over there and cook. I was going over there and throwing my butt in a circle, and to the point where like I wanted, because men just like men talk too. I wanted them to have conversations. I wanted him to
Hey,
tell
bro,
his
guess
friend.
who I've been talking to, bro?
Bro,
Hey, bro.
guess what she be doing, bro?
Hey, you don't talk to old girl no more. Nah, fuck her. Oh, good, because.
Yeah, cause man, I gave old girl a key. I'm gonna just let you know right now. I gave her
Hey,
a
bro,
key.
she could make some good tacos.
Man, she be coming to the crib. I was going to his crib. I was cleaning up. I was doing all types of stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm making a whole little situation. So funny.
So you never told the dude that was your guy that, hey, I found this out, nothing. You just slid over here.
No,
because you
he
wanted
knew. He knew.
Okay.
It was a whole falling out.
Okay,
It was
okay.
a big dynamic. He
Okay.
knew about that situation.
You just wanted the update
I
to be-
just wanted him to feel what I felt. I wanted him to get the tea from his friend of how great I was being to his other friend.
Yeah,
So
this
that
coulda been us.
so that it
We
can.
could have been superstars.
Period. Super gremlin. I was a super gremlin. I super gremlined him, basically. It was like, oh, no. And so one day it was so ironic that my ex, was over the guy's house
Yeah.
who I was messing with. So I pull up. I go in the house. I got a key.
Yeah.
I got a key.
Honey, I'm home.
And he was there. And I was like, yeah.
Hey, Trayvon. How you doing? How your mama?
It felt so good on the inside. I was like, yes. I felt so accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
And I didn't want to talk to dude no more. I was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I don't like you no more.
No, really didn't. I never really liked you in the first place. Just something to do. Just wanted to get back. But yeah, I definitely did that. That was. I would say that's the only real thing that I've ever done when it comes to revenge, because I was super, super hurt, because I was just, that was my first,
weird though.
my first love, and I was just like, why would you do this to me? You know what I'm saying?
I think that's weird that, like, no, the girl don't owe nobody nothing, but that's weird that you, once you know that she's talking about the dude you messing with, and you just kind of like play it how you gonna play it, that's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, You ain't gotta fight nobody. You ain't gotta check nobody or nothing like that. But you should have moved about that a different way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I cancel in my makeup appointments. Don't be sitting there letting me talk to you and I'm talking about this dude. Just cancel me. And I'm like, why should he cancel?
I don't want to be.
Yeah, like don't have me in your chair talking about nobody.
because I'm talking to you about him and you like.
Like, yeah, old girl came to her appointment today. No, he was like, your girlfriend got an appointment today.
Exactly what she was like.
Oh,
she coming up here today. Yeah, that's just conniving.
That's
real
super conniving. The
But
seafood betrayal.
what about you?
No, I can't even think of. So I've never had a breakup again and then had this reaction. When I tell you, just like how we were talking about the friendship topic, baby, when I tell you when I'm done, I just be done. I don't care about doing nothing more or less that's gonna keep you around me. Okay, so I don't want to do nothing that you can follow up and know. Like, I try to be out of sight, out of mind, but I did do something that I guess it was kind of in revenge, but it wasn't right. It was after the breakup, but it wasn't because of the breakup. And I mentioned this on like the earlier episodes. I was dating a guy and I didn't have a car. Well, I had a car when we first started dating, but I had got into a car accident, right? And so I told him my car. So in order to get to school, he was the transportation, which was fine when we were dating. But then when we broke up, we used to break up all the time. Then when we broke up, we used to always break up. But when this particular breakup, it was like cold outside. So I had to get to school. I had to do my studies and all that good stuff back in college at Harris. So, and I was on the bus stop, right? Like the shuttle bus though, like, you know, that comes and take you to an actual more designated bus stop. And it was so cold, and he just so happened to be at the gym or whatever. But when he saw me on the bus stop as he was leaving the gym, he like rode real slow. He had all his friends in the car. They were laughing and like they were like ha ha ha. But they were
Look at her,
like,
bro. Look at her, bro. Look
like
at her.
look at her like she cold and
She's
all of
shivering.
that. And I was just like, okay, cool. But I did call a guy who he knew during our time of day that the dude really, really, really liked me. He hated the dude because he's like, dude, that's my girl. Like, why you keep trying to press her? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know that's my girl, you know? So end up calling the guy and he pulled off, you know, the ex pulled off and the new friend pulled up. And as I got in the car, the ex turned around. I guess he may have felt bad, like, okay, I ain't going to even play her like that. I'm going to go ahead and pick her up or whatever. And he was coming back to pick me up, maybe, I don't know, I assume. But I was already in the car with the other guy. So when I realized that car was turning around, what I did was I like kind of ducked down. And, no, I didn't duck back. I ducked forward and like trying to act like I was digging inside my bag because I got to like trying to let this guy get any impression that I'm on something either. So I thought maybe he just was like, okay, cool, but he must have caught the guy's face. Like, hold on, is that the one dude's like, hold on, where'd she go that quick? And man, he chased us down and it got real bad, but we got away. When I say we got away, it was very important me and that dude got away. And we weren't even together. But I definitely did
That's
that.
hilarious, though.
It was. I definitely did it out of spite, you know. Wasn't trying to venge
You just needed
the
to ride,
situation.
for real.
I really did just need a ride, but I kind of just knew. Me and this dude broke up all the time, but we got back together. Break up, we get back together. So it's kind of like, man, you know you're going to get back with the dude. Like, don't start mixing around with other people, putting them in the mix, you know, and out of spite.
But no, he
I
made
did
you
that.
feel some type of way because he gonna ride back. Like,
Oh,
first
definitely.
Of all,
I got in that car.
Exactly.
Oh, I
So
got in that
first of
car.
all,
Oh, for
why
sure.
you gonna ride by me if you
Yeah.
gonna genuinely care for me? And just because we broke up, you still don't
Yeah.
want to see me out in the cold. So because you rolled past me, forget you then.
I was in the car. Like, he could have been super. Oh. I was like, oh, is him? And then he was like, the dude was like, hey, who is this driving hella fast on my bumper and all that? And I'm like, where? Who you talking about? I'm
Who you
like,
see?
He's like, is that old boy? I'm like, who is old boy? Man, I knew everything was going on. I was just I played dumb until I couldn't play dumb no more.
That's who is old boy. Now you know you see this 2002 Toyota Corolla pulling up behind us real quick. Like what are you talking about? Like you see this car. It's hilarious.
I know. I had a question. So, have you ever like gave back anything after a breakup? Like, for instance, y'all break up and you like, take back your purse, take back. Never did nothing like
I ain't
that.
giving nobody. That's Indian giving stuff. No, I ain't giving you nothing back. It's
Have you
mine,
ever burned
mine.
this stuff thing, the gifts?
I've never. So that's one thing I can say that I've never done. I've never bleached anybody's clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I've never burned anything.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just not that person. I've never done. I've never
I feel like I'm downplaying something. I
I've
just
never
don't
like
remember.
flattened anybody's tires
either.
or bust anybody's windows. But I have done this to guys, but it wasn't for me.
It wasn't your dude.
It wasn't
somebody
my
else's
situation.
dude.
I was like homegirl, cousin.
Always been down.
Come meet me. We would. They had such and so meet me up here. Type of stuff. That I've been in those situations, but it's never been for my situation. What I have done is because when I get angry, I kind of like black out, and I get angry. I get really, really angry. So like, I have thrown a Timberland boot at somebody's head before.
Yeah. Had a couple of domestic violence cases. Not promoting it, but I've been there.
I have like
changed.
broken like a picture, like a picture of like me and the mate.
I've done that. I have
And
no
like-
pictures around here anymore.
I threw it in his head. Like I was like, and it was like, whoosh, and it was like I've done
Because you got mad.
yeah, I've done that, but like, oh, I've run over somebody's foot with my car before.
Well, they should have moved.
They wouldn't move. They kept trying to get me to stay and to come in the house, and I didn't want to come no more. I was ready to go.
To get out there.
Yeah, ooh, girl, I'm every episode. It's the earrings. It's the
Maybe
earrings.
that's your look.
Right.
Maybe that's the look.
One and a half.
What earring?
But no, I haven't. I don't know. I guess like with the friendship situations.
Yeah.
On the last episode, I guess I just don't put too much effort into people that much. Like people hurt me, or I get hurt, but I don't like show it. Like I kind of like with you. Like once you're done, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Like pretty much once I'm done and I know I'm over it, I'm done.
There's no emotions to give.
Yeah, I don't really feel the need to like make people feel hurt for what they do, because like my mind is conniving.
Yeah.
So my mind works in a different mindset. So even with the little petty stuff like that, I wouldn't do that. What I would do is I would put bologna on your car so your paint could come off. What I would do, do. What I would do is exactly bologna in the sun, make your paint come off your car. What I would do is call an electric company and get your electric cut off. This is the type of stuff.
She thinking like, hold on.
So my brain, so I ain't doing no little small petty stuff. I want to interfere. If I'm gonna do revenge, I want to interfere with your day-to-day life.
Let's do this. Speaking of that, I'm glad you brought that up. We're going to play a quick game, y'all. We're going to rate these situations in which women felt the need to get revenge after a breakup. Okay, I got them.
Okay.
Right here.
Fix my earring, y'all. Y'all see this earring?
This is funny. Oh, my God. So this first one is funny. And it's an ouchie for me. So this is what we're going to rate them as, okay? They're either devious, satisfying, or not enough. Not enough meaning you ain't do enough based off of the actions
The
that
situation.
they did. All right. This ain't even got a situation on it. But she said, I squeezed some of my Nair into the lube. I hope his beep burned.
She squeezed Nair in the lube. But is the Nair going to make his... Oh, yeah, it's going to make it burn. That's going to be messed up.
She said she hope it burned. Okay, so here we
went
go.
above and beyond. That's real devious.
Okay. I cut holes in all his boxers where his balls would sit. Folded them up nicely and gave them to him when he moved in with the woman he ghosted our children and me for. Was that enough or not enough?
That's hilarious. That's I mean, that is, to me, that's enough. That was enough.
All right. When my ex-husband left me for my friend 10 years ago, I took one shoe from every pair he had and then tied rubber bands on every single fitted hat he owned. He never asked for the shoes back, so I kept them in the trunk until I found out he married her a few days after our divorce.
Oh, wow.
And that's when she just threw them in the dumpster.
That
Was
wasn't
it
enough. Nah, that wasn't
That
enough.
wasn't enough.
Nope.
I took the microwave turntable.
Nah, that ain't enough. He got to buy another one of those.
I saw my ex in the supermarket and told the security staff that he was shoplifting.
Nah, that's funny as
Okay.
shit.
That's when you
That's
finish
big,
that.
yes.
Ooh, I sewed raw tuna into the bottom of his curtains.
That's doing too much. Nah, that's you taking stuff too far. Like you just every time you walk in the house, you like, what's that smell?
What's that?
It
That's
smells
what
like
she
fish.
said. I hope it took you a long time to find it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Every time I walk in here, it smells like fish.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where does the
Man.
smell coming from.
All right, I super glued his deodorant, shaving cream, toothpaste, and hairspray clothes. Flipped all the batteries in the remotes and rubbed sugar water all over his counter so that they will be unbearably sticky.
She doing too much.
Doing too much. Okay?
Yeah, that situation is like you ain't got nothing else to do.
You ain't got
with your
nothing else to do. You just trying to find something
Yeah,
to do.
you trying to fish.
Alright, girl, you ain't doing nothing. Okay, I created a fake social media profile and followed him. Then I started to talk to him, eventually set up a day on which he was, of course, stood up by the fake woman I created. Petty?
I say petty, but that's funny.
Satisfying?
Satisfying. I say that's satisfying. That's funny. It's like, and then you can just sit outside your car when he pull up. And he be looking for, like, oh.
Oh my God. I'll wait till you post me over the internet, then I'll. I like,
That's surprise. So is there anything that you've ever done that you
I can't remember. I don't know.
that you think that it's like devious or like
I mean, I've more so not after the breakup, but probably during the relationship, have done things. Like you was mentioning how you rolled over somebody's foot, and I think you broke pictures. Like I flipped the pancakes off the table. He was eating pancakes and pissed me off, and nothing really warranted that type of reaction. But I flipped it. It was
Just
the
pissed
funniest
off.
thing. Yeah, but then I kind of like helped clean the syrup off the walls. Like, I'm sorry, kind of got a little too bad. But I broke phones, you know what I mean? I've never bleached clothes or bust car windows. I never done stuff like that
Me
before.
neither.
Like every relationship I'm in is usually like something long term to where I have a lot of love and respect for you still even afterwards where it's just like bye. It ain't work, bye, so.
Yeah, but that's so funny that you mentioned that because this ex that I particularly am talking about, me and him are still friends, and that particular girl whom he was messing with,
This is baby mom.
it's not his baby mama, no. She ended up bleaching his clothes.
See?
That was the part. And then he came. He talked to me about the fact that
I'd be like, set an appointment.
She bleached my clothes. He bleached all my clothes. I ain't
See,
got
you
no
don't mess with the
clothes.
right one.
But the thing is, that's also an example about women thinking that they're exempt. They think that when you have this idea that you're better than a situation, or he's not going to do me like that.
No. I've always heard women say stuff like that too. Like, I'm a different woman, so I'll have a different experience or whatever it may have.
You make different characteristics come out of different men when you say that. But if a person is a person and that's who they are, that's who they are.
Yeah,
it's not going to change the dynamic of whom you are. He's just going to take a little bit longer to show you that that's who he is.
Probably won't because of how the relationship came about. Ain't none of my business. Ain't none of my business.
Ain't none of my business.
Thank you guys again for listening to this episode. It was super fun discussion on the best revenge. Leave in the comments some of the revenge stories you have to share.
Yes, we want to hear them.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye-bye.